Hi everyone, we are on to lesson 2. So you've got that first week, which I always think the anticipation is scarier, and then once you get going you realize we can do this. So I hope you've survived that first week and are ready for a second week. And getting a little more familiar with the course and the assignments. I want to show you once again from your homepage. I clicked on content. And once I do that, I have all these tabs here on the left, and we're going to be in lesson 2. I know the curriculum design team at Bear U Idaho was working on making some changes to lesson 1 and 2. So I've noticed that it looks like they left off the objectives on the screen, so I'm going to submit to them a request to have that fixed. But as you'll see, it lists here all the things that are going to be due this week. And it's helpful to see at a list. Here's all the things that are due Wednesday at 11 o'clock on Mountain Time. And here's all the things that are due Saturday night. And once we do that, I think, let's see if we'll have, let's see. We have our pre-gathering, sorry. Okay. There's just a few things I want to go over. This will be longer than most of my videos. Like I said, try to keep them 10 minutes. But just turn me on and listen to me as you're doing something else if it gets too long. One thing, the question conversations discussion board, that is not where you post your weekly discussion board post, but that's where you can put any questions you have, any gathering reports, and sorry, I have some children in the background. They're trying to get my attention. And as we do that, we can help answer one another's questions. If you go on there and see there's a question that someone had and you know the answer, you can respond. I'll also be checking that to be answering as well. But one thing that I want you to be aware of is, let's see, right here, marking the beginning. So if I can get on there. Okay, it will talk to you here and have you, I just want to show you there's different things that you submit. This one you submit a quiz. Sometimes you have a template that you download and submit. And so it's either a quiz or a template, and some things are automatically graded and some things I have to grade. So some things the computer automatically generates and grades, such as discussion board. I had a lot of you asking why the discussion board was just showing a dash and not having a score for you. That is something I have to score. And so I wait until the due date has come, because you have to have a post and 3 responses before the Saturday night. And then that next week, so the week after the due date, I make sure I get those for sure graded. No later than, I try to have everything graded Tuesday night, the Tuesday after that Saturday, if that makes sense. So things that were due from lesson 1 on Saturday, I try to have lesson 2 week. I try to have them graded by that Tuesday night. So if you have any questions, or if worst thing is if you see a zero and you did it, that's when you would want to email me and say, why did I get a 0? But if it just shows a dash, that just means I have not scored it yet. And as instructors, we have 7 days to get those graded. I like to get it done sooner so that you have that immediate feedback. But that is the requirement as an instructor, and my goal is going to be to no later than, like I said, a few days after the due date closes. Maybe 2-3 days at the most. Okay? But let me know if you see any concerns with your grades. So just to show you, that was a quiz. You would click there and take the quiz. It will tell you if you can have notes or what resources you can use. I'm going to hide my face for a minute so you can see the content. So you meet with your peer once a week. You have a speaking partner as well that you meet with once a week. If you still don't have a speaking partner and having a hard time getting a speaking partner, please email me, but go to lesson 1 and make sure you've looked at the steps on how to get a speaking partner. But make sure we get that taken care of this week, no later than this week, because you get points for that assignment, and you can't do that assignment without a peer or without a partner. And I would hate for you to go on throughout the semester and then tell me at like lesson 8 that you never got a speaking partner, because that's a lot of missed points. Then I want to talk to you about the listening speaking log. My computer does some funny things lately, so sorry it bumps me up. this is a chance for you to practice your listening and speaking in English. So go through the directions like it asks. You'll download the log and then choose your activities. What this is you get to do one activity a day for 5 days that will help you with listening and speaking, and then submit that log. So you could do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then do something Friday and turn it in Friday night. But I should never get any logs in before Friday. So if you turn it to me on Thursday, that means you only did 4 days. So I need 5 days. If you weren't able to do it on the Wednesday, maybe wait and submit it on Saturday. But it only gives you a chance to miss one of the days because Monday through Saturday, it's due Saturday nights. Now I'm going to show you, and there are instructions on how to download and upload a template, but I clicked on download the listening speaking log, and I need to move my window so I can get that document that downloaded. Okay, I guess I can put my face back up. Okay, here it has downloaded to my computer, and I would just type my name in there. You just type right into the template. So you would put the date, and as you do this, you look and say, maybe Monday, I did activity number, and I decide which activity I did. You'll pick either intermediate activities, that's like the more beginner activities if you're still at the quite beginning stages of learning English, or if you're a little more advanced, you pick those activities. So you can pick any of these activities to do one a day. Maybe I go on to ESLlab.com and do a listening activity. So I would, what activity number did I do? I did number 1. So I click number 1. What did you do? ESL. So I would just see here. Sorry, ESL-lab.com. I went on there. And took a listening tutorial or whatever it was. What did you learn? And like here it says what you can say. You can include any language, cultural, personal insights. I learned how to listen to those that are speaking with pronouns or whatever it is. I would type that in there. Okay. So each day I do an activity. It doesn't have to be a different one every day, but it would be to your advantage to try different ones. Not always do number 1 every day for 5 days, or else you're only working on your listening skills through the ESLlab.com website. So once again, I don't want to see you doing maybe a video every single day, every week, because then all you're doing is practicing your listening skills. I want you also to practice speaking, putting out. So teaching a friend, speaking English with someone for 15 minutes. And it can't be your speaking partner or pair partner, so someone else. Maybe a spouse. Call someone and talk to them on the phone. You can also use any video chats. Or if you have another website that you've been using to learn English, you can do that. Just record it in your log. So you do that, and this is also where you record your peer discussions and your speaking partner discussions. So you would complete that, and you won't submit this until at least Friday, because you need to do 5 days of activities and have met with your partners. Save it, and then there is a spot, I'm not going to save it because it was just a sample, for you to upload that. Okay? And that is how you would go ahead and make sure you submit that template that you have saved to your computer. So that's our listening speaking log. I will, as the semester goes on, if I notice that you're always doing listening activities, I might start deducting points and say, you need to add some speaking activities to practice the speaking, which is really difficult. But here are some, and it tells you the due date. So that these are due Wednesday. Talks about your post, your initial post. This is where, sorry my video is getting long. This is where you get your directions. First, complete this is topic introduction, listening practice. So you get the information, the material for that week. And then choose one of these prompts to respond to. You don't need to include all 4 in your post. So read that and decide, am I going to do that one? Am I going to do this one? What can we learn from the example of Christ about learning or teaching? Maybe I post about that in my discussion. It would be a good idea maybe to even put some of that in my title of my discussion post. How will you prepare to live the honor code? Or how will preparing to live the honor code strengthen my learning experience? If that's what I want to do, then I talk about that. If I just pick one of those, and this takes me to that discussion board, I start a new thread. And yours, you won't have to pick a group, it already has you assigned. So maybe mine is about the honor code. And I would type my response about the honor code and then post it. Then maybe the next day I'm going to read some posts and respond to one. Maybe the next day I respond to another or a couple. You have to at least do 3, but it would be in your benefit to even do more if possible. And make sure that you have it done, your initial post by Wednesday night, like it has on there. Sorry, that gets me to my discussion boards. Let me go back to content. Lesson 2, pre-gathering. You'll see here, initial post. It's in the pre-gathering because that initial post is due by Wednesday night. Sorry, my computer pops me down over and over. Then you have these other quizzes and learning a hymn and scripture study that are due. Then you'll see in the post gathering, it's also there because it's by Saturday night that you need to have at least 3 peers posts responded to. And so that's right here, your response posts. So this is why it's in the post gathering. Those are due the Saturday night. Your application activity is also due Saturday night, and these other items. Sorry, guys. Quickly, this video, like I said, is way longer than most just because it's the beginning. So stick with me. I just want to talk about the application activity. I'll hide my face for a minute so I don't block the... So it tells you what to do. You're going to watch that video and reflect and watch another. Now decide on your personal schedule and how you can be successful. What are you going to do to make sure you get all your work done? Once again, you have a template that you're going to click on. It saves to your desktop, so you open it up and you answer the questions. You have your name. You just type right there. It just types right into it. Write 1 paragraph. So I will be looking for 3 sentences or more to answer this question. And it says, like, you can include examples. As a Pathway student, will you prepare to live by the honor code? You might say yes. What do you feel the reasons are for having an honor code? I think we have an honor code because, and then how can living it help you as a Pathway student? Living the honor code can help me by, so I would write a paragraph to answer that. How will I adhere to the policy? And I'd write what that is. How will this be reflected in my action as a student? And I'd answer that as well. So that can make up 1 paragraph for that answer, 1 paragraph for this one. Complete the schedule on the next page by writing what you'll do during a typical week to find success. So think of all those things that you have in a week. Major activities, travel time, study time. This course expects 9 to 12 hours. And that includes studying and going to the weekly gathering. And show where you're going to spend those 9 to 12 hours. So here's the sample is Sundays. What are you going to do each day and when are you going to do it? Are you going to have some study time? You know, we have these 3 days to complete our pre-gathering activities. So when am I going to study first thing in the morning? Is it going to be an hour here, an hour there, and then what's in between? So kind of plot that out. And then you will save this. So you go to File, Save As, save your template so that when you go to upload it, you can find it from your computer, saved by the name that you've put it. And so then you have a chance to submit your assignment. And you'll see, and mine looks a little different than your guys's, so it won't actually show me what a student view is like. Okay, I hope that's helpful. If you have questions on downloading, working on, and submitting or uploading a template, email me. I want to help you. I can. There's an application called Zoom, and it's different than they're now using that instead of Adobe Connect. So it's a chance for you to see my screen and watch me do it, if that's helpful while you're watching. So email me with questions. I think it's going to be a great week. This is a very, very long video, and I am very, very sorry. But I promise the rest from now on are usually just 10 minutes or less. I hope I covered as much as you need. If you have additional questions, email me, email me, email me. I'm here and I want